The launcher can eat up quite a bit of CPU and GPU power if it is left running in the background. Hey guys, Arjun here, back with a new video and a highly requested one. So today guys, I'm going to be teaching you how to boost your frame rate and reduce input lag in games like Fortnite. One of the most common questions I get is how I can optimize frame rate in Fortnite, eliminate any stutters and fix the low FPS issues I get in endgames. This is why I've decided to make this tutorial on how to exactly optimize your Windows along with Fortnite in order to get the maximum stability and frame rate out of the hardware you currently have. None of my methods include sensitive changes like registry edits, so there's no chance that listed optimizations in today's video might lead to problems later. Enough talk, let's get right into it. So step 1 is disabling full screen optimization. So Windows has this feature called full screen optimization where when it actually comes to gaming, it will force VSync on the application. If you've been messing for some settings like me, you know that VSync is terrible because it adds tons of input lag by disabling full screen optimization, and disabling VSync on Windows can allow you to get that maximum frame rate. So what you want to do to disable full screen optimization for Fortnite is to navigate to the Fortnite window. So to disable full screen optimization for Fortnite, navigate to the Fortnite folder for the Windows shipping client. For me, that was located over here in program files in Epic Games, and moving on, we have Fortnite, where we have to go to the Fortnite game, click on binaries and Windows 64. Scroll down and locate the Windows Fortnite client shipping exe. What you want to do is right click on the Fortnite client Windows 64 shipping icon and click on compatibility. First, we're going to go to the properties and go to the compatibility tab as I mentioned. Over here, what we want to do is change settings for all users to get the maximum frame rate while you're playing any game or running any application. So, change settings for all users. Now, what you want to do is disable full screen optimizations. This can provide you with that maximum amount of frame rate that you want. Then what we want to do is run this program as an administrator. What this will does is run Fortnite as that number one priority when you're playing it. Further on, we want to change our high DPI settings, and instead of program DPI, we want to use this setting over here to fix scaling programs instead of the one in settings. What this will do is, for example, when you're gaming, when you do that sudden swoosh with your mouse, what Windows tends to do is reduce that amount of speed, so you're not actually getting the sensitivity that you yourself has set in. So over here, you want to override your high DPI scaling behavior and set this to application. Click on OK and apply, and that will lead to a lot of boost in performance for you. I can assure that. Now, step 2 is to turn off unnecessary background applications. So if you're like me, you know what background applications is. What background applications does is it runs in the background. It runs. There are certain applications which run in the background and reduce your frame rate by using resources from your computer. So over here, you click on background. So what you want to do is locate to the Windows, click on background apps, which will direct you to a new settings tab. What you want to do is turn off everything which you think is not important and you do not need running in the background. I'm telling you, this will lead to a lot of performance. This will lead to solving a lot of performance issues that you might have. Moving on, we have step 3, which is the ultimate performance plan. So by default, a clean Windows installation will default to the balanced power plan. So head on to Windows, click on edit power plan as you write over here. Now what you want to do is go and change the advanced power settings. Over here we have our ultimate performance plan. So for you, this might not be an option as this might not be an option as it is not provided with the standard Windows download. So I will be teaching you how to add this ultimate performance plan over here. So basically, what you want to do is click on CMD and open that up. I'm going to be providing a command line in the description below, which when what you want to do is exactly click on CMD, copy and paste that, and click on enter. What that will do is run a certain amount of applications and provide you. And next time you open this power plan, you will be able to see the ultimate performance power setting, the ultimate performance setting over here. what you want to do, Windows usually goes to balance, but what you want to do and get to get the maximum performance out of your gaming computer is go and click on ultimate performance. Next is next is step 4 and the graphic options. I've already created a video on how to optimize AMD for the maximum settings, so I would recommend you would go and watch that as of now. Now, the next step is optimizing our AMD launch, is optimizing our Epic Game Launcher. So open click on your Epic Games logo and open it up. Many people tend to overlook the Epic Game Launcher when optimizing their Fortnite game. The launcher can eat up quite a bit of CPU and GPU power if it is left running in the background. To eradicate all these problems, what you want to go is head on to the settings tab over here. Now you want to copy exactly my settings as I am scrolling down over here. So let's go through the settings. For you right now, Fortnite might have this on as well as have this on. What you want to do is turn this off so that whenever you click on whenever you close Fortnite, the Epic Games Launcher, it actually closes down. Also, these are some settings that you can change based on what you like. Enabling cloud servers, basically what it does is syncs your Epic Games profile to the cloud. But remember, this is a very important setting and you have to turn this off. Click apply and we move on. So guys, now we're going to be optimizing our Fortnite settings to get the maximum frame rate. So go in game and click on the settings. Now you want to find yourself on the video tab. Over here, what you want to do is set this, if it's set from window full screen or window to full screen, and set this to your native resolution. What this will do is provide you with the maximum frame rate so that any background apps do not interfere with your frame rate. Over here, I like to set my brightness to 50%, but that's a personal choice. Also remember that setting a colorblind mode can lead to difference between 5 or 10 frames per second. Another important thing is to copy my settings. What you want to do is set everything to low and then set your 3D resolution to the maximum. What this will do is provide you with that maximum frame rate, and if you are playing competitive, you can set this the view distance to far. Moving on, we want to have VSync off, motion blur off, and show our frame rate so that we know what our frame rate is in game. Another very important setting is our DirectX version. What we want to do is set this to DirectX 12. What this will do is it'll allow you. Its DirectX 12 is newer and has not been as tested widely as the description of DirectX version says. DirectX 12 will provide you with that maximum performance and is much more updated nowadays. Next, on several CPUs where multi-thread rendering is not compatible, you want to turn this off. But for me, the Ryzen 3 3200G does provide me with multi-thread rendering, so I will leave this on. Several computers do provide this feature, so you want to turn on the setting, test it in game, and see what gets you higher frame rates, whether off or on. Moving on, we have our USB GPU crash debugging. We want to turn this off to get the maximum amount of frame rate. Moving on, we have our in-game settings. So as you can see, I play on the Middle East and have my language as English. Moving on, over here we want to head down to the absolute bottom over here where we will see NVIDIA highlights. If you're using an AMD graphics card, you want to have this off. And even if you are using an NVIDIA graphics card, you want to have this off if you want that maximum frame rate. Moving on, we have our peripheral lighting, which basically provides you with DLSS on AMD. What you want to do is turn this off to get that maximum frame rate. Other than that, we have recording replays. An important feature which lots of people tend to forget is replays, and how much do they affect your performance. If you want to go for that maximum frame rate boost, you want to turn record replays, record large team replays, and record creative mode replays all to off. Our next step is to turn off to close any CPU heavy applications. To do this and to notice what applications might be running in the background, you want to click on Task Manager. Over here on Task Manager, you want to filter your applications according to CPU usage. So set this to down arrow and you will see what is using your maximum amount of CPU. Over here, for example, I have my Radeon. I had my Radeon software host application, but I cannot turn that off. So remember, you must not turn off necessary applications, but turn off all unnecessary applications which may be using your computer's resources. This can help you to easily increase your frame rate in Fortnite. Now the next step includes Discord. So if you do not use Discord, you might want to skip to the next step. But if you are using Discord, I will recommend you to go through these settings. So many people happen to have Discord running in the background while they're gaming. While that is fine and on of itself, many have hardware acceleration turned on. What this means is Discord will use your GPU's resources when they are not even needed. It's a good idea to turn on hardware acceleration for Discord and Chrome if you have them often in running in the background. Hardware acceleration can be located over here in the user settings. If you move down, we have over here voice and video. As you scroll down, what you want to do over here is turn off hardware acceleration. I personally do not use Discord, and when I am using Discord, I usually do not play my game, so I do have hardware acceleration off. But if you do game and you do have Discord on in the background, you want to turn this off so that it does not use your computer's resources unnecessarily. Moving on, we have our Windows graphics settings. Did you know that Windows can actually set preferences for Windows 10 for any application? If you navigate to the graphics settings, you will have an option to set specific options for Fortnite. So click on your Windows and move on to the graphics settings. What you want to do is go over here and, for example, and locate Fortnite. So, for example, Fortnite for me is located in Program Files, Epic Games, Fortnite, Fortnite Game, Binaries, Windows 64, and click on Fortnite. What this will do is set Fortnite as a primary application when it is running. Another bonus feature that I am going to provide you with is disabling high precision event timer. I didn't know about this setting until recently, but Windows has an event timer that essentially decides which application has a priority. From my experience, it is a good idea to turn this off because it can add input lag during those intense build fights. What ends up happening is Windows assigns top priority to your render queues, but assigns low priority to your input queue. This ends up causing higher input lag stutters that are extremely hard to replicate, but ones that you can definitely feel. Once I've disabled the high precision event timer, my game felt much snappier and stable. To disable Windows high precision event timer, click on your Windows and go to Device Manager. Locate Device Manager. Once Device Manager is open, what you want to do is go under System Devices and locate the high precision event timer. For me, that is located over here. For you, this might be enabled. You want to disable this, and do not worry, but this will not cause any malfunctions in your computer, but will provide you with that maximum frame rate and minimum amount of input lag. So I hope this helped you optimizing your Windows and Fortnite application to achieve the highest frame rate with your hardware. Again, none of these settings should break your Windows, and since we aren't modifying any registry keys. If you want to check out more content about Windows settings, benchmarks, and more, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so that you are notified whenever I post. So thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one.